What a... I thought I was in camp. Say, man. Ooh, I forgot about that too. What can I do now? I still had not leveled up. Really? Well, now I see where that XP is. That's okay then. I can kind of see that. Which means I'll be level 5 soon to do that. So let's go ahead and get out of here. Man. We're way out here. Speaking of, there's a river here.
Old fella who used to live here ended up in one of those shanties by the dock. Now I see why.
I just love how you find just random stuff like this, man. This game is just kind of like full of surprises to me. I'll make my way to the river. Make a way to the riverbank here. Follow it all the way down to town. As far as I can, anyway.
This one's mine. Point for you! Another win, but who's counting?
Don't tell me I gotta go up top again. Maybe? No.
Not bad. It's got natural light, right on the river. Just needs a little upkeep.
No, it's not bad. At least did a little upkeep. There's another bear. Cave, really? What the hell is this? I've been here. Now, is there a way to get up here? Guess not. Kinda hoping there might be, but I don't think I'm gonna get that.
Seek. Let's see what you got.
Careful. Looks like spiders nearby.
Show me what you got. Been raw. Nice shot. Eon seek. Come seek. Weapon raw.
What's the point of that? I am just looking around. I will come back. Not what I wanted to do.
Despite the name, the Living Lands isn't an easy place to make a life.
This is
But
interesting.
it breeds resourcefulness.
God, this is too cool, man. Really.
What does bootleg wine have to do with animancy equipment? How did you get in there?
2 guards, wine, and a dead body. There's a story here.
What happened here?
Vaughn and I caught this man trying to load a crate onto the lift. Turned out, he was smuggling animancy equipment.
So we've closed this lift down, as a precaution.
On a trail like this, where was he going?
Well, I'm sure he's got some hidey hole around here where he stored this stuff. Where he took it after, though, I couldn't say.
We've heard of bandits using this lift to sneak past the gatehouse, too. It seems the locals have been looking the other way for some time.
In the meantime, sorry, you'll have to go back to the main road.
Be reasonable. Do I really look like a smuggler to you?
Is that a trick question?
What he means to say is, no you don't. Go through. But if you bring so much as an Audra stone with you, we'll find out.
I don't know. This is pretty cool. Look at this. Lies. I'll be right back. Wow. I have to go to the... Wait a minute, I might have to go back and go to the merchants. Now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, let's do that, because I don't know what I'm going to be getting into here real soon or not.
Nice to see you again. How can Walter be of assistance?
I found this amulet with your name on it.
I'm sorry, I don't buy... That's it. That's my amulet. Daggerta gave me this. We had a fight, and she accused me of throwing it away before we left Deerwood. I did bring it with me, but I lost it while I was out, procuring more wares. I can't believe you found it.
You proved to Dara that you never tossed away.
Perhaps. Or perhaps our ship has sailed. Regardless, I'll know I have it. And that's enough for now.
Here, take it.
How can I even thank you? You don't know the weight you've lifted from my heart.
Welcome to Paradise, Envoy. The ambassador's expecting you.
Envoy!
You should not be here. You should be free, whole, the blood feeding your veins. Why are you here?
Something tells me I'm not in the living lands anymore. Where am I?
A space within emptiness, where the gods live and the dead wait.
Isn't that called purgatory, maybe?
A cage, a prison. We feel the souls of multitudes, a current beneath the skin of this place. We could dip our hand in once, feel them near us. But now, we are trapped like wasps in amber. But you should be alive.
Death comes for all mortals. It's alright. I just wish I knew how.
Our beloved, they stole the bloom from your branch. An arrow broke the skin. It carried poison to your veins. A festering blot of corruption spread through the root and sap. It stilled your heart. It silenced the song in your mind.
I guess there are worse ways to go.
As many as the beetles and worms in the soil. But we do not want that. We could send you back. Just this once.
But what about you? There must be a way to get you out too.
You think of us, with your own escape so near. We are moved and decided. We will use our waning strength to free you. Then you must find us. Free us from our prison.
Do it, I'm ready.
Breathe deep. All birth is agony.
Huh.
You're awake? Thank the gods. For a second there, I thought I had a problem on my hands.
Alright, slow down. Who are you?
Liviana, the local Sawbones. I wish I could take credit for saving your life, but I believe I had very little to do with it.
Glad to see you with us. I was sure you were already on your next trip around the wheel, but I brought you here just in case. If anyone can work a miracle, it's Liviana, though whatever restored you is beyond even her skill.
So who killed me?
That's what everyone in Paradise is asking. The streets have been less murderous since your ambassador and his guards took up residence. But your assassination is bound to upset that uneasy peace.
There's something I still don't understand. Envoy, you died.
Belt to ham, my life.
Not sure. All I did was stitch you together. Your soul did the heavy lifting.
The metaphysical heavy lifting, anyway. What does this mean for him? Should he expect anything else strange? Other than coming back from the dead, I mean.
That depends on a few things. Visions and hallucinations? Likely. Manifestations of past lives? Uncommon, but possible.
Let them keep talking like you aren't even here.
Anything he should avoid. Strenuous exercise, hard drink, strong sveff.
Look for patterns. If your friend has any troubling signs, be attentive to what triggers them. This is far beyond my expertise. You should visit Runid, our local watcher. She would know what to make of your strange, stubborn soul.
My family hired watchers, fools, and fortune tellers, a lot of them.
I don't blame you for your misgivings, but Runid is the real thing. Go and see for yourself. A watcher examines the soul down to its very core. I can't think of anyone more qualified for the job.
I'll find the watchers, just point me in the right direction.
Runid's shop is in the hills to the northeast. A bit of a walk. Just head out of the gate to the east of town and follow the path that curves to the north. It should be perched up in the hills. Oh, but avoid the Watcher in Hightown. She's a known charlatan. I'll send word to the ambassador that you survived, but he'll no doubt want to talk to you.
Thank you.
Head up the stairs outside my clinic and take a left onto the main road. That'll get you to the embassy.
You give me a lot of directions.
Apologies. Paradise is a bit of a maze, especially to newcomers.
Don't worry. I know my way around. Which is why I should go with you. Your assassination is bound to have stirred things up.
Not so fast. What's your stake in all this?
Your troops are going to be on edge until your killer's found, and some of us still have to live here.
I appreciate the help, Kai.
Don't mention it. Besides, I don't want this to blow up any more than you do. The sooner we solve your murder, the better for everyone. And we should talk back again. I'm hoping you can help me understand what just happened to you.
Wow. Hold on a quick minute.
Hey, I had a dream about you.
Any injuries I should know about? No? You know how it is. Fighting in the alleys, rumor of a plague, odd creatures skulking out of the wilderness. Someone somewhere always needs to get patched up. And when they need me, here I am. That was a long time ago. I gave it up when I lost a couple of good friends in a lab accident. Never had the courage to look back. It's better for everyone if I focus on healing the body instead of the soul.
Take your best shot. Next one's mine. Another down.
Guess the Adiran discipline doesn't apply to pest control.
Good fight.
Wish that sawbones would hurry up. I gotta get back to him. No one else is coming to help.
You died. But you're here. Gods, am I glad to see you. I'll keep trying. But you've got some god looking out for you.
Envoy, is it really you? I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel? Homesick already? After what you've been through, I can't say I blame you. But there's work to be done on the frontier. Good work. And I need you here at my side.
Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. Captain Cynric said you have a missive for me from the Emperor. Executed faithfully, Envoy. Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation. With that, I had better news for him. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles. That you are. And not just on account of your noble heritage. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the Dream Scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities. No doubt some superstitious peasant toiling in the fields. The Living Lands has plenty of both. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire. At least rebels know the meaning of negotiation and compromise. But a plague kills indiscriminately. Though, Even I must admit the rebels have gone too far. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open. Something about a labor dispute gone wrong, I think. The Steel Garrote got involved, and it turned quite ugly.
A lot of disputes arise because people here have a strong aversion to being told what to do.
I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the living lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisen rebels must face justice. Ludwig goes where she likes, haunting the living lands like a vengeful spirit. She'll reappear when she chooses, and not a moment sooner. Let's make sure to give her some good news for a change.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise. I can tell you're skeptical, but remember that you're an outsider here, and a lot of Kith aren't exactly thrilled to see so many Adirans in their midst.
New weeds, a new beast in the tall grass. Predator or mate?
As you've seen firsthand, you could use some local help, especially if we really are after Paradisans.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. But before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing. The health of your soul is another. An unusual course of treatment, but who am I to argue? Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it. Oh, the people will love it. Nothing pleases them more than watching a noble dirty their hands. We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Ballarrock? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
Envoy, hello. I'm glad to see you on your feet. Kai.
Tej.
I'm surprised they let you in here.
I'm surprised you're still gainfully employed. He started it. Besides, the arrowhead lodged in your gut tells me you can do plenty of that on your own.
I didn't mean anything by it, Envoy. He's just curious company for you to keep.
Hey, somebody has to have the envoys back, because you all sure didn't.
No one expected the Envoy to get assassinated.
Exactly. Amateurs. Well.
Kai?
Come on, it's funny. Tej caused a ruckus last time he was slumming it at the Ballarrock. You were trying to kill a man, if I remember right. I had to put you outside.
You threw me into the canal.
You lived.
That water's filthy. I had the runs for 3 days.
Gods, Tej. The envoy doesn't need to know that.
The fellow cheated me. I couldn't let that slide. Or he'd think we were all marks.
It was over a dice game, right? Tej here has a gambling problem.
Great. Let's air all my troubles. Is there anything else?
The bartender sleeping with your girlfriend.
You're lying.
You sure about that?
We'll talk about this later.
I'm not breaking up with her for you. Just so we're clear.
That's more than enough. Thank you. Was there anything I could help you with, Envoy? Naturally, sir. How can I help you? What would you like to know? If you're looking for a particular year, the first thing you should know about Paradise is that this isn't the kind of place where the locals keep records. And though it might be considered a distant backwater by the rest of the world, this city is the height of civilization by the standards of the living lands. As for who calls this place home, I suspect you could find a criminal, confidence man, or prophet from every civilization in the world here.
Hey, come on. You're gonna give the envoy the wrong idea. We've got draft dodgers, courtesans, and revolutionaries, too. You know, all the fun people.
In any event, as far as I can tell, Paradise has been this way since its inception. Thus the eclectic display of architectural styles. If nothing else, this city is a reflection of the countless people who have passed through it on their way to the interior. Depends on who you ask. Ambassador Heelgard will tell you that our remit here is to establish a secure and orderly environment from which to engage in trade. Inquisitor Liudwin will tell you we're here to break the frontier.
So, which is it?
Why not both? That's where you come in. Whether you find your desires aligning with the ambassadors or the inquisitors, neither can succeed until the Dream Scourge is ended. We are only beginning to see its effects here in Dawnshore, but the closer to the center of the island you go, the worse it gets. That bear you and the ambassador encountered in the Strangle Route isn't even the worst of it. And the tide of this soul plague is rising higher every day. Look, for all that I complain about this backwater, there are good people here. Same as anywhere else. People who want to be able to walk to the market in the morning for their bread and eggs and know they won't be mugged. People who like it when the mail comes on time, and their skates are made from real copper, and their neighborhood peeping Tom ends up in the stocks. Those people, good and honest people, who pay their debts and honor their contracts and remember to thank the gods, they like us a lot. The Resistance, as such, are largely a group of misfits and criminals intent on undermining the rule of law. They take out loans with small Aderan banking houses and do not pay them, then assault the bankers who attempt to collect. They agree to contracts with families in Adir seeking homes, and when their ships arrive, promptly abandon them. When we levy a small tax to fund the repair of city roads, they set our counting house on fire. And when our fishermen return to port, They bore their ships and sink them.
That's certainly one way to characterize them. It's not exactly wrong, but it's not exactly right either.
For decades, people like them ruled this city through fear. We imposed order, and now they oppose us. You, unfortunately, were caught in the crossfire. I'm an open book. There's a lot of ground to cover. Could you be more specific? Ah, the age-old question. Who's bigger? Adir is, naturally, by a wide margin. And were we at the Cartographers Guild in High Crown, I could show you on one of their globes. As it is, we must make do in the theater of our minds. The Living Lands are located in the far north of Aora. Adir is southwest of the Living Lands, situated along the equator. The Living Lands are more arid than Adir, and the island is more prone to storms. But its many deep valleys protect the various townships from the worst of the weather. Topographically speaking, the Living Lands are a place of extremes. Deep inland, mountains rise high enough to rival those of the White March, blanketed year-round in snow. While east of the volcano of Mount Forja is an acid sea that sinks far below the level of the ocean. The lands between them are riven with deep clefts in the earth and isolated by wastelands of sun-baked sand dunes. I'll share what I can. There is no singular authority in the Living Lands.
Not yet, anyway.
I shudder to think what the Living Lands would look like under your rule.
Well, to start, there'd be a lot more brothels.
Charming. Power is invested in the leaders of the various townships scattered across the island. The largest are Fjord, Thirdborn, and Solace. None of which, I will note, are as safe and orderly as Paradise. Fjord Messaverno is located in a valley known locally as the Emerald Stair, named for the terraced rice paddies that cover its hillsides. It is our closest neighbor. The city, if you can call it that, was founded 50 years ago by animancers from the Valian Republics. Apparently, the laws governing animancy weren't lenient enough in the Republics. So the city's founders came to the Living Lands, where they could practice their discipline more freely. Currently, Fjord is governed by a man named Ignacy Vidaro. Rather inept to hear the ambassador talk about him. Fjord's farmers supply most of the grain and vegetables we eat here in Paradise. Or it did. Their shipments have been infrequent lately. Something about a blight in the fields. In any event, I believe that covers Fjord. The Valian Republics are a collection of city-states in the Eastern Reach, southeast of our former colony, the Deerwood. The Republics began life as colonies of the Grand Empire of Valia, hence the name. But as Grand Valia's economy collapsed, well, the colonies saw an opportunity to escape the influence of the Empire of Origin, and they seceded, much as the Deerwood did from Adir. Now a mature confederation in their own right, the Republics have recently indulged their own expansionist ambitions in the Deadfire Archipelago. Through their merchants in the Valian Trading Company, the Republics will sell you anything you could ever wish to buy.
Up to and including people.
We should count ourselves lucky they've had no interest in the Living Lands. In a struggle between our Emperor and the Republic's great dukes, well, I doubt we would come out on top. But if anyone asks, I was not the one who told you that. Everything you need to know about Thirdborn is in its name. It was founded by the third-born children of Rawatai, Navy dropouts, smugglers, and hands for hire. Almawa and Orleans, mostly.
Home, sweet home.
You're free to go back any time you like.
I like my current circumstances just fine, thanks.
They are people, in short, who couldn't cut it in the civilized world, and had to make room on the margins. Unfortunately, they are currently besieged by the Dream Scourge. We have sent some troops to lend what help we can, and the mayor, Temerity, was appropriately grateful, but I don't know how long they'll hold out. Rauatai is one of the old empires, every bit as storied as Grand Valia or our native Adir. If Adir is to the southwest of the Living Lands, Rauatai is to the southeast. And unlike our home, that small continent is racked by terrible storms. This is due, or rather, was due, to the island's proximity to Andra's mortar, the unending super hurricane that once hid the ancient city of Ukaizo. Rauatai is largely peopled by Aumaua, descended from those who fled the Deadfire Archipelago centuries ago, when Andra pulled the moon, Ioni Brather, into the sea. They are an aggressive, militant culture, and personally, I find their obsession with gunpowder rather quaint. They are also our chief rivals on the world stage.
I don't think they see it that way.
No?
Well, as far as Navy brass is concerned, Adir doesn't really rate.
Now you're just making things up.
Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but we don't think about you at all.
Solace is, what is there to say, really?
Yeah, they tend to have that effect on people.
The trouble is, I don't know much about Solace. Nobody does. They are an isolationist community of Pargrunan dwarves who live in the forbidding ways of Galawain's tusks. They don't let outsiders into their lands, and they don't let their people out of them.
Some folks get out from time to time, but they can't ever go back. And the ones who survive aren't eager to talk about their experiences.
People aside, the land itself is incredibly hostile. The island's volcano, Mount Forja, rests at the heart of the region, and it's recently become active. Half the land is lava rock, and the other half is, well, literally lava. I don't know why anyone lives there. I have to assume they're all insane.
You have no idea.
Naturally. The Pargrunan are a unique community of mountain dwarves originating in Old Valia. As a people, they've made their name as explorers, builders, miners. No doubt you've seen their ruins in your travels, here, back home in Adir, and all across the world. They maintain a rich tradition of oral storytelling, chanted magics, and ritual carving, which they take great pains to record and transmit across their various communities. Even the most physically isolated Pargrun is not alone. Somewhere, one of their people is thinking of them and planning an expedition. Abidan must cherish them.
You sound like you admire them.
I suppose I do. By all means. Consider yourself lucky. Inquisitor Ludwine is the commander of the Steel Garrote in Paradise. Were you to ask her, she'd say she keeps the peace. But she doesn't keep it so much as prosecute it. As ruthlessly as the ambassador will let her. She's also a veteran of the Steel Garrote's campaign in the Deadfire, where she died.
She's a Death Guard. Well, that explains a lot.
I don't know what happened to her there, but I suppose Wodika wasn't done with her yet. I only met her once. She was a mid-level member of the Steel Garrote then, chasing Oathbreakers who'd fled Adiran law. She'd come back to the Imperial Archives to borrow a map to a place called Oathbinder's Sanctum. I remember she was furious because the map was quite poor. She worried about finding the place, about properly executing her duty to her god. She wanted, I think, to do a good job. So, while clearly she has changed, in some sense, I'd say she's much the same. Death Guards are surpassingly rare. Some of the secretaries who traveled without dignitaries in the Deadfire spoke of one named Iser, a devotee of Berith, who guards the hanging sepulchres there, but I've heard of no others except those I've read about in the histories, or, as you say, in stories. They are people, most often paladins or priests, so devoted to a cause that they simply refuse to pass on to the wheel when they die. Their soul haunts their body. The passion required to sustain them devours their flesh, and they swiftly turn to bone. I've never read a history nor tale of a death guard that did not end with them going quite mad. When they lose their capacity to care for anything but their cause, they cannot love. And when they cannot love, they cannot be merciful. And so everything before them becomes only an obstacle. Think upon your promises and die. That's the litany of the Steel Garrote, usually said right before they kill you. They're an order of paladins born and bred in Adir, though clearly they've found plenty of work beyond our borders. Their remit is simple but comprehensive. They punish all who break their oaths. In practice, that has historically meant contracts. One lord or merchant will hire the Steel Garrote to bring a duplicitous rival to justice.
Fun bunch. What are they doing in Paradise?
Since the events in the Deadfire, their operations have expanded. The Steel Garrote has always been associated with Wodica. Now, they are explicitly her order. And they go wherever Wodica's priests, or Wodica herself, believes there is a need for them to go. The Living Lands are a dangerous, lawless frontier in sore need of order. Thus, they are here. Or so the Steel Garrote say. Do you think so? I've always found her inflexibility comforting. Wodica's edicts are clear. If you obey her laws, pursue justice, punish the guilty, and give fealty to the Emperor, then you have pleased her, and I aim to please. But Wodica does not trust. She demands that you declare yourself for her again and again. Her every request is a test, and her every test is an opportunity to disappoint her. I appreciate a god who makes you work for their grace. I don't want anything given to me for free. Of course. I trust whomever told you to consult a watcher also told you to avoid the one in the city. She is a liar and a thief.
Oh, did you take your money?
No. Anyway, watchers are individuals capable of perceiving souls. The soul may be in a living body, or it may simply be lingering, waiting to pass into the in-between. In either case, interacting with a soul allows a watcher to glimpse a person's past lives or their most deeply buried memories. Watchers are incredibly rare, and in Adir, highly controlled. Many people wish to know who they were in a previous life, and do not like what they learn. I've heard that rumor too. It flits about High Crown every couple years. Some even say it is his Lady Empress. We have no way of knowing whether it's true or not, but I will tell you, Envoy, I don't like to think the Emperor would stoop so low. There's something I find undignified about it. The smart ones stay hidden. They do not announce their powers, perhaps not even to themselves. Even a careful watcher risks inadvertently revealing themselves by knowing something they shouldn't know. Of the ones that are public, little is concretely known. But we hear things. They make good judges in Wodica's courts, so long as they're controlled. The lords, it's rumored, buy and sell them to collect blackmail on their enemies. But I suspect many watchers are imprisoned or executed, or simply kill themselves. A watcher doesn't need your cooperation or consent to read your soul. They could learn everything about you, terribly damaging things about your parentage, for example, or things you did in a past life, without you ever knowing. You see how this could threaten the established order, undermine our betters' right to rule.
Yeah, but that's just one side to it. Imagine how a Watcher feels, knowing what a threat they are to the status quo. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be keen on kings and emperors wanting me dead. Sounds like a lot of hassle.
Don't sell yourself short, Kai. I don't doubt you're an expert in people wanting you dead.
You're not wrong.
I rarely am. In any case, the Watcher is fundamentally a tragic figure. Of the few that survive our world, most are destined to go mad. Yes and no. So far as I understand it, a Watcher is born a Watcher. But it takes an event, often something shocking or traumatic, to bring a Watcher's powers to the fore. So you may be a Watcher, or I may be, or Kai, and we might not even know. Well, the Watcher of Cadnua is legendary. It was their castle Aethys destroyed when he began his campaign of terror in the Dead Fire. Oh, by the Queen, I hope I get to meet them someday. In terms of local interest, you'll have heard of Runid, of course. And there was Ida. You may not know about her. She was a Watcher from the Living Lands. I believe she was an Orlan. She must have died, 150 years ago. Slain by a great serpent, gods treat kindly with her soul. Doubtless there are others, but most don't meet a good end. By all means. Well, you'll notice I'm nearly always here. If that man sleeps, I don't know about it. He wouldn't say, but I believe he relied on the Claviger far more than he lets on. And without the Claviger's steady hand at the rudder, the ambassador's struggling just to bail water from the sinking ship that is Paradise.
Claviger Aemon might have tolerated a little more chaos than the ambassador liked, but he kept this place humming. He's not someone you can easily replace, and not with one man alone.
It's a difficult job. The pressure sometimes gets the better of him. But if he loses his temper now and then, I can't blame him for it. Better him than me. He doesn't know what to do with himself. You know, in our first days here, he'd often walk to the end of the docks at sunrise. The work was done, the embassy was closed, and he'd still be wearing the same clothes he'd slept in at his desk. And he'd just stare out over the sea. He always seemed dissatisfied back then. I suppose, years later, he still does. Oh, be serious. Most of us here didn't get sent to the frontier because we were anybody's favorite. The longer I'm here, the more likely the people who matter are to forget me. And I'd actually like to get back to High Crown someday. Get married, have a few kids, take the civil exams, and settle into a permanent clerkship.
I guess there are worse ways to spend a life.
Like rotting in this embassy. Of course. Should you ever need me, I will be here. Safe travels, envoy.
Still can't believe you're alive.
where to go. Right around here.
Wow, it's really you. I mean, we all heard the Emperor sent a godlike, but I didn't never think I'd get to meet you. You are the envoy, aren't you? I bow, but I think I dislocated my shoulder, and I might have broken some ribs.
Look like Bear tried to have you lunch. What happened?
My brother Cadman and I ran into some trouble exploring a temple north of the city. Bears and traps and guards. What else? The floor collapsed from under us. He couldn't walk too well, and yet our captain wanted to keep going, so he sent me back for help. We're with a team from the Free Expedition Corps. We've seen a lot. No place like this. I fear for their lives, Envoy.
Tempstone Students, what are you doing there?
It's built on ruins, and the ruins are falling apart. Because of the roots, you know, and the earthquakes. We're looking for the man who built the temple, someone the locals call the Oracle. He's well, he's like you. A godlike.
A godlike of whom?
He belongs to Aethys. And if the rumors are true, he's the very last of his kind.
Take it from me. Around here, the rumors always have some truth to them.
We just want to talk to him. That's why we went down there. Now my brother's hurt, and my team's in danger, and I'm stuck here and...
Take it easy, kid.
Sorry. Everyone at the embassy's too busy to help me, and I'm worried sick.
Kai, do you know anything about the Oracle?
Not much. He doesn't get out often. But I've heard he's hundreds of years old and only speaks to godlikes. So, he probably hasn't seen much company in a while. Can't say I blame him. People still fault Aethys for the Saints' War, and that was 25 years ago. If I were the earthly avatar of everyone's least favorite god, I'd go into hiding too.
If nobody wants him here, then he should leave.
Where does the expedition course need to speak to a god like Aethys?
This Oracle. He set himself up in a godless ruin. Turned it into a temple to Aethys, right? Supposedly, he built the whole place up just to house a holy relic. A bone from Aethys' Titan.
Bone from what?
I guess they don't talk about our discoveries in the court, huh? The place Aethys was headed in the Deadfire, Ukaizo. There are these enormous skeletons. I mean, they're hundreds of feet tall. Yet our captain, she believes these Titan skeletons are what's left of the gods' physical bodies. They used to get up and walk around. And this godlike, he's got a piece of the one that belonged to Aethys. That's what my team is down there to confirm, anyway.
What does your team intend to do with this relic if you find it?
Well, if that relic really is what it's said to be, and if it can heal the sick like it's said to do, it can't stay here. Not in some dank hole in this mouldering backwater. Not when it can help our people with the Dream Scourge. Or help people back home who deserve it more. And yet is determined to get that relic, no matter the risks. The rewards are just too great.
But
Envoy, I'm afraid it's a lie. And they're all going to die down there for nothing.
I can spare time. Tell me where you can find your team.
Gods, do you mean it? I can't thank you enough. They descended into the temple through a route off the Pilgrim's Path, just north of the city. You'll know you're headed the right way when you see trail markers and rock stacks the Pilgrims left behind. We posted a guard out front, Sedgwin. Let her know I sent you, and she'll let you pass.
Who are these pilgrims you mentioned?
Well, I gather they were folks who worshipped Aethys. And they'd come to this temple from all over the living lands to pray, or be healed, or to ask forgiveness. But Aethys isn't too popular these days, so...
So, most people don't go there anymore.
Right. Exactly.
Anything else you should know?
This Oracle. I don't know if he's dangerous, But he's supposed to carry a sword full of diamonds. I'll probably never get to see it now.
We'll report. I'll see your people safely returned.
Especially my brother, Cadman. Don't forget him. You'll probably find the expedition with the relic we were searching for. Whatever that is. Thank you for hearing me out, Envoy.
God. This is huge.
Sometimes we get more contraband coming through here than honest goods.
So this goes right out to here.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make sure that wouldn't be found.
What the hell are you talking about? I'm so glad I looked around, man, because it's just some of the stuff you find.
Envoy, got a situation over here. Oh, good. You came over. Glad to see you're up and about.
For fuck's sake, can we move this along? I don't have all day.
What's about a letter of few assassins keep me down?
I'm glad. I hate to admit it, but the guards could use your help. Most of us are off searching for the ones who attacked you. That leaves us short-handed, so people like her try to sneak in. I caught this one, but I have to check her cart for contraband. There's a lot to dig through.
I can lend an extra pair of pants.
Find anything?
She can pass him. She don't want her traitor.
Finally! Someone with some common sense around here.
All right. If he says so, you can go. Welcome to Paradise.
Much appreciated, Envoy.
Thanks for the help. Still have the rest to worry about, though.
What's up there? Oh. I'm gonna be looking around the city for a while. Jesus, criminy, man. Wow.
I just don't get it. It's like there's something in the soil this year.
tragedy. The recently arrived envoy from Adir was assassinated just inside the front gates. Killer is still at large. A captain from the Valian Trading Company seeks a criminal known as Trevik. Trevik and his crew are believed armed and deadly. Fisherman missing. Last seen near the watermill, northwest of the river. Need coin? See Sansa in Hightown. He seeks explorers to assist him in mapping the living lands.
Come on. Walk in, give her the letter, and go. You can do this. You don't have to say anything. The letter will do the talking for you.
You seem nervous. Is something wrong?
Sort of. Maybe you can help. I was seeing this girl, Nasha, down at the bathhouse. I'm sure it was just business at first, but we fell in love. I haven't been in a while, though. And the thing is, I've met someone else.
The heart wants what it wants.
I suppose. Still, I can't just abandon her. I wrote her a letter, but I'm too cowardly to deliver it. If you're headed that way, would you mind giving it to her?
Of course, this can't be easy.
Thank you. I used to wonder why no one talked about this. Now I understand. Nasha should be working right now. The place is called the Mermaid's Den. It's the big one with the balcony and the round window.
Alright, be back.
High Market, a haven of opulence in an otherwise nice city.
Word says that healing has come to the strangle root outside of town. Still, it will be some time before it returns to its former glory.
Hey, so close. But what's the point? It's useless without that Adra. Oh, you're a special one, you are. I thought all the godlikes were taken back, wherever they came from. Don't mean a thing by it. I'm glad to see not all the gods have abandoned us.
Shoot. You've been awfully familiar considering we haven't met.
Of course, of course. Just making small talk. Not trying to offend your adherent sensibilities. My apologies. I am an alchemist, trying, in the feeling, to save lives. May have inhaled a few too many times.
I assume this is where you asked for my help?
Very kind of you to ask. Very kind. You're the first to offer to help me in, well, ever. Sapiento di Falva, alchemist and dreamer, at your service. My latest experiment was meant to solve the scourge that has come over the local flora and fauna, but it wasn't meant to be. I expected my main reagent to be delivered today, but I suppose the gods had other ideas.
Do I want to know what your main reagent is?
Oh, just a bit of luminous Adra. Rather valuable, but nothing against the law. You may have noticed, or perhaps not, since no doubt you've been busy, that wildlife here has gone a bit wrong. No one knows how best to describe it, but we can all see it. Something is distorting the life around here, and I hoped to stop it.
Luminous Adra, interesting.
As you no doubt know, luminous Adra is a more powerful form of the Adra we see out there from time to time. Very, very rare. The gentlemen who are supposed to acquire my Adra have not delivered it, and they seem to be avoiding me, as if they fear my wrath.
Gone through a lot of trouble to get that stuff.
Oh, it's very hard to find. It comes only from the Deadfire Archipelago, and when refined, can have wondrous effects. Enhanced strength and stamina, slower aging too. I've even heard it has a pleasant minty flavor when mixed correctly. My friends must have lied, or they got the Adra and lost it. I can't imagine why else they would be acting so strange about it.
The Adra was likely stolen from the Balin Trading Company. If that's true, your friends are as good as dead.
No. I certainly didn't want anyone to steal anything. I definitely never meant to get anyone in trouble. If anything I did led to those people getting hurt, I'd have a hard time getting past it.
Oh, tracking down unscrupulous smugglers is our specialty.
I'd be very grateful. I know it looks like I'm crying, but it's from the acrid fumes I inhaled earlier. Any luminous Adra will do, he said, as if the stuff were falling from the sky.
So he's just left me here. Wait, what?
right up. I can tell you need more fire in your life. Or maybe more essence. Please buy something. I'm trying to prove a point.
And that point is?
My sister, the blacksmith, she doesn't think this will work out. I say she's wrong. Why keep a dagger under your pillow when you can use a ward stone instead?
A dagger is all well and good until your enemy summons a fireball.
See? You understand? It's not cheating. It's being prepared.
Do these goods have any risks I should be aware of?
Of course not. I wouldn't sell you something I thought would kill you. That's not good for business.
I have to ask, you never know when you'll summon something unsavory.
I did that once. I had to hire a watcher to get the phantom out. I suppose I shouldn't brag about that to a potential customer.
Let me see what you have. Wow, she has got some stuff. He's got some interesting stuff. I meant why minimize stamina? That's actually pretty good. Wow. I could use more of these. She's actually pretty good. Looks like the underbelly, whereas you got Shantytown here of all places.
You should see the drunks try to grab the lanterns. Gets me every time.
You there. You look like you know your way around... hello. I heard what happened. I see why you'd want to protect yourself.
There's a merchant at the docks who sells weapons and armor just like yours.
Probably because I made them.
Or most of them, anyway.
You weren't worried about him undercutting you?
I've already been paid for them. If Walter happens to stumble onto them later, what can I do?
Do you have any specialty pieces?
You mean enchanted? No. A shield does its job just fine. It doesn't need to be tinkered with. Talk to my sister if you're interested in that kind of thing. She's over there. At least I don't think she's blown herself up yet.
I met your sister. She's very enthusiastic.
I don't know where she gets it. I'd swear she was adopted if we didn't look alike. 3 generations of hammering, and then she comes along. Guess souls are strange like that.
Let's see what you got. A little expensive. Let's see what I can do here, because man, plus 10 to damage once, plus, yeah, see, that's so good. No. See, that's worth it right there. God, there's nothing else really.
The hunters
Oh.
set that up as a way to earn some extra coin.
Ain't many ways into that camp from what I've heard. You might want to consider trying to find one. A frontal assault would be mighty reckless. Tempestuous Luandi caught your eye, huh? Watch yourself. Her aim is as sharp as her wit. Going to take on the ogre then? Reckon he's the most dangerous bounty we've got. Be careful now. Oh, Octop. Now that's a dwarf with a chip on his shoulder. Heard he burnt the last ones that went after him alive. You're a brave soul, Envoy. Spiders are bad enough as is, let alone big mean bastards like Nasib.
That's pretty cool to get rewards.
This is an outrage.
There has to be a logical explanation. I only sell the finest antiques.
The greedy will get what's coming to them.
Where's the Mary Den place at? Oh god, it's way from there.
As of men have no place at this tree.
What do you want? Quickly! I have an audience waiting for me.
Did I ever hear you reciting from Bobby and Bernard?
You did. Well, not so much reciting it as beating it to death. My friends thought it'd be funny to get roaring drunk last night. Only one showed up today, and he was in no shape to perform. They've all gathered out there, and I don't have a show to give them. I can't play every part myself. I just can't.
You'll be fine. It's yours all about the unexpected, isn't it?
I suppose they wouldn't object to a one-man show. The question is, which one? I've only memorized a few. I could do Beltramo's Lament, or the Deerwood Tree, or maybe the May Queen's Conquest.
Maymoon's Conquest could use laugh.
Yes, that should do perfectly. Thank you again, my friend. Now to go out and face them.
I always thought they should move to High Market. Then they'd make enough to eat.
Ahem. Dear listeners, a solo performance I have for you today. Prepare to be awed by feats of verse and memory. But before the show begins, perhaps a demonstration to whet your appetites. Follow me on an auditory adventure, a tour of the living lands and its most wild creatures. First, let me introduce you to the mating call of the Stelgar, the ruin of so many. A silent and stealthy feeder.
I'm out of here.
You have heard its call, and fewer still have lived to tell the tale. Perhaps you've heard the Bishop Stelgar before. After all, justice. You have lived after running into one. But have you ever heard the distress call?
You there. Are you just going to step?
That goes to the underbelly.
I wouldn't go up there, stranger. That's Sparrowhawk territory. Hail. I take it you're new to these parts? If so, you're going to want to heed my advice. Up these stairs is the Pearl District. Ever since the Sparrowhawks took over, it's become a right deadly place.
What do you mean? What do they want with the Pearl District anyway?
A number of artisans actually support these piles of Stelgar dung, if you can believe it. They see them as a beacon of independence, resisting your countrymen.
Why should I care about Sparrowhawks? Who are they?
A group of smugglers. Vicious killers, the lot of them, as far as I'm concerned.
Julian, thanks for the warning.
Oh, watch out for their leader. He's a big, mean bastard, that one.
Big? No offense, but I've eaten chickens bigger than you.
Says you, fish man. Can you believe the cheek on that one?
What can you tell me about it?
Thala the Taskmaster, they call him. An ogre, if you can believe it. Only seen him once, myself, and I hope it stays that way.
I've met a few original ogres myself. They're all not all hotheads.
I hope you're right. We'll see soon enough, eh?
If the militia had any formal instruction, they'd get it here.
No. It's kind of nice.
Excuse me? What in the god's name are you talking about?
Think about it. Nobody coming in and out. No smugglers to look out for. No more deerins coming into the city.
You actually kind of have a fair point there.
You're a damn good shot, you know that?
Oh, I'm well aware. But thank you. It's very sweet.
Where'd you learn to shoot like that?
You really want to know the answer to that question?
You know what? Maybe it's better that I...
Well, look who graced us with his presence. This is the Sparrowhawks district. State your business.
Not a crime to look around, is it?
Things can happen to people who get too curious. Go on. But remember, Thala's got his eye on you. I wouldn't get on an ogre's bad side.
Interesting. I think we'll come back here.
No signs of a struggle. Looks like misadventure to me.
I don't know. Look like that? It's hard to get yourself.
I assume you intend to pursue this line of inquiry.
It's Paradise. If someone killed him, they'll get what's coming.
Hope you know what you're doing.
Well, I can't say I've met one like you before, but I'm sure you hear that all the time.
That equipment looks like Animus use supplies to me.
No, of course not. These belong to my grandmother. They're all I have left of her. I can understand the confusion, though. I'm about to place these in storage, locked safely away. Yes.
Hey, Jordan Smokes come by here recently. They might have seemed a bit concerned.
Oh, heavens no. I would never treat with such folk. But I know who would. Look for Remio up in the Pearl District, and who knows where Adelgund wandered off to now.
Saved my life.
What the hell's up here?
He would have killed me. And all for a few coins.
Think nothing of it. Any law-abiding citizen would have done the same.
This may not be the prettiest part of town, but it's got the grinning valley.
Still part of
Battle Rock.
Is it still part of Underworld?
So, you're that godlike, the Adiran envoy. You're the one who saves the ambassador from the strangle root, right?
You clearly want something from me. What is it?
I'm just trying to help some friends of mine. They're Adirans, but they've had a string of bad luck. Is there any chance you could lend them a hand?
What does a civilian care for someone looking at urine?
Oh, heroic and observant, huh? Joking aside, I know this seems strange, but they helped me out when I needed it. I'm just trying to return the favor.
All right. What do your friends need help with?
Galarde. Lawfled and Gladwine came here about 8 years ago, long before the recent rush of adherents. They admitted to having a checkered past back home, but they started a new life in Paradis. Back then, you'd struggle to find an adherent in the city. Now they're everywhere.
The Emperor has made the living lands his priority.
That's all very well for His Highness, but it was trouble for my friends.
Just prepare match, but please continue.
Perdon Blanca. Anyway, with all these adherents coming in, Lawfled and Gladwine started spotting old faces. And if they were spotting old faces, it was only a matter of time before those faces started spotting them back. They're lying low in the shantytown for now, but they mean to leave for Thirdborn.
Adherents in the shantytown. I doubt they're getting a warm welcome. Most of the people there are paradisans run out by Adir.
They're afraid to go out in public, and Gladwine, poor soul, he's gone blind from bad drink.
I've met them already.
Oh, in the shantytown?
Just working to get them out when they need.
Gelarde. Then I won't trouble you any longer, envoy. Farewell.
Alright, we can go back down now.
Haven't you adherents taken enough?
Paradise is getting more dangerous by the hour.
Oh, interesting.
Don't go starting trouble.
So, you're the one they all crow about, eh? Best hunter and guide in all of Dawnshore?
Just Dawnshore? Whew, must be slipping.
You just look like a drunken dwarf to me. Seen 1,000 of you roaming back home and out.
Sit down. What do you want?
Miss, what you know.
If you want information, I've got it. Just a matter of what you'll pay for it.
Alright, what can you tell me?
Some Svef user told me he had a vision out by the eastern ruins. Not sure what that's worth to you. I hear there's trouble out in Thirdborn. They're blocking the roads off, and they won't tell anybody why.
What can else you tell me?
There's a rumor about a valuable Pargroon stash north of here. You didn't hear that from me, though. The locals are worried about the steel garrote coming into town. Whatever Wodica wants, she's bound to find it. It's getting more expensive to bring produce in from Fjord. Whatever's going on, that doesn't bode well.
I want those.
Ha! The mighty Marius, deep in his cups, ready to take on the deadliest prey, providing they're asleep at the time.
Right. Take another sip of my cool. Rude not to finish a drink someone bought for you.
No wonder you're hiding behind a mug. You're too worried about being polite to survive out there.
The dwarf there is Marius. Best tracker I know.
Interesting. Let's see how this plays out.
I heard you're from Solace Keep. How great a survivor could you be? Hiding behind stone walls all your life.
You don't know anything about me, you Adira Nimdut. So maybe go back and take another blessed day sip.
But here you are. Tell me, how does one get kicked out of a place that never lets anyone leave?
Dukte Drago Sakasapt Jitule. You want to talk so much, I'll cut you a second mouth across your throat.
You know, Marius, do you think we should step in?
Marius can handle himself. Of course, if you're bored, we could always start something anyway.
Your friend looks like he has this well under control.
I think this is about to get interesting.
I knew you were blessed in Nimdut the moment I saw you coming. Thought maybe I'd teach you a lesson. So I paid the bartender a few gold to drop a tiny bit of Widow's Kiss into a cup and serve your drink in it. Cramps should be starting in a few minutes, so, if you want to fight, we should go ahead and get started.
I think I like this guy.
Wait until you get to know him.
Oh, I can feel it. Gods.
That's fucking great.
Oh, that is quick. You better get to a healer before the poison spreads to your brain.
You wait, Marius. I'll be back. Hopefully.
Wow's eyes. That breaks.
It's not polite to eavesdrop on ladies here.
do you put grenades into place then?
Seek. And Roth.
I don't think I'm getting past that. I don't know what else to do. Wait a minute. A grenade is a grenade, dude.
There.
My tummy.
That's fucking great, man.
Well, that was something.
Marius, this is the infamous Adiran envoy. Envoy? Marius.
Well, any friend of Kai's is definitely a person.
I mean, kind of know each other.
We were both crossing the same patch of forest at the same time a couple years ago. There were some boars in heat I may have helped him with.
They were squirrels, and I had them well under control. If I'm not mistaken, you're looking for someone to help find the people who killed you.
How exactly do you know that?
I've been keeping tabs on you since you got here. Godlike, looking like you do, and hauling Kai around like a sick puppy. I need to see the scene of the crime, over by the town gates. I promise there's something left there we can use to track them.
Why would we be looking for it at town gates?
Bloodstains, footprints, darts left behind. If we find anything at all, we can find your assassins. We'll figure this out, Amakul. Don't you worry.
Let's go ahead. No, I don't want to do that. I want this. There. I want to get out of here. I've been. Wait a minute. There's a. Oh, it's the bartender. Duh. I want to get out of here.
You might want to consider not washing your clothes in safflower oil.
I hate to break it to you, but regular laundry is a common courtesy when you're traveling with a group.
still don't have the level?
No, it's fine.
No, I did get level 5. I had 2 points of it, I didn't realize it. Interesting. Oh, so Kai has, or Marius has 2. That's pretty cool.
If you feel the need to wash your clothes, go right ahead. Just use something else.
Sweat and midday breezes don't count as washing.